Father, look! I've learned the basic runes. Can I show you, please?
Get out. Stay away from me.
Father.
I've told you many times, don't call me father. Call me Lord Damien.
Since the accidental blood bond 7 years ago, Lucas and I have lived under his cold eyes. I've loved the Lord of Vampires for a century, but his heart has only ever belonged to his late sister, Alex. Night, Damien has treated me like ice, but I can't stand him treating Lewis so harshly.
Mommy, when will Father ever smile at me?
Now, I'm giving both myself and Damien 3 final chances. If he keeps icing us out, I'm taking Lewis and leaving this realm for good.
My lord, there's a woman, exactly like Lady Alex.
What did you say? Take me to her right now!
Anything to do with Alex. Damien will drop everything to run to it.
We will now begin the bidding for this freshly captured human woman. She's mine! I want her! 60,000 gold coins! 100,000! Let's see who dares outbid me! Alex, is that really you? You're finally back.
Greetings, my lord.
The Vampire Lord himself! If I can catch his eye, my status in this realm will skyrocket. Wealth, power, and prestige will all be mine. My lord, my name is Elena.
500,000. She comes with me.
500,000 gold coins right off the bat. This human must mean something serious to the Lord.
Look at her face. She's a dead ringer for his late sister. Of course the Lord would lose his mind over her. Look at that. The woman the Lord brought back looks way too much like Lady Alex. She's practically a carbon copy.
Lady Alex has been dead for 400 years. It seems the Lord has never let her go.
But what about Lady Vera? She's been by his side for centuries and even bore his child. Now a lookalike just shows up out of nowhere.
So she's Vera? How did a woman like her get to have all of this? So that's Elena. Her features and vibe really are identical to Lady Alex. No wonder Damien brought her straight back.
Starting today, Elena will move into the East Wing. She will be my personal attendant.
My lord, I'm afraid this goes against the castle's rules. The East Wing belonged to Lady Alex, and I have always been the one handling your personal care.
Rules? Vera, my decisions are not for you to question.
My lord, please don't upset yourself over me. If my presence causes tension, I would feel terribly guilty.
Don't worry. No one will dare make things hard for you.
Elena just got to the castle and she's already replacing Vera? Talk about favoritism.
Vera has served the Lord for a century, running this castle inside out. In the end, she gets tossed aside for nothing.
We are all allies of the same territory now. I hope we can all look out for one another.
I feel so bad for Vera. 100 years of loyal devotion can't even beat a pretty face that looks like someone else.
If I want Damien's undivided affection and power, Vera is the only obstacle in my way. I have to get her out of the place.
My lord, I'd like to head back to my quarters and rest, but I'm completely unfamiliar with the castle layout. I don't even know where the East Wing is.
No matter. Once I'm done with my business, I will personally show you there.
Please attend to your work, my lord. Lady Vera has lived here for so long. Perhaps she could show me the way to the East Wing? I don't have time for this.
Vera, it's just showing her the way. How much of your precious time could that possibly take?
I need to take care of Lucas.
Lucas doesn't need you hovering over him right now. Elena is new here. Vera, don't defy me.
Fine. I'll show her the way. Wait here for Mummy, okay? Be a good boy. You must be dying inside, aren't you? Dying to know why the Lord insisted on putting me in the sacred East Wing? To put it simply, in Damien's eyes, you're nothing but a glorified bed warmer. And what makes you so proud, Elena? You're nothing but a cheap substitute. So what? At least I'm wanted. You, Vera, don't even have a real title. You really don't know, do you? Damien and I are bound by a covenant. What covenant? A vampire lord only gets one blood covenant in his entire lifetime. It is a lifelong bond, irreversible and unbreakable.
So what if you have a covenant? So what if you have a bond? Even if you tied yourself to him, the brat you birthed will never be recognized!
The whole realm whispers about Lucas being a bastard. Otherwise, tell me, why does Damien never let him call him father in public? Say that again. I dare you.
Oh, I'll say it! What else do you call a kid who isn't even acknowledged by his own father? A bastard!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
My lord, I didn't mean any harm. I just wanted to apologize to Lady Vera and ask for her forgiveness about moving into the East Wing, but she just attacked me.
Elena is new here, and I only asked you to show her the way. How dare you lay a hand on her? Keep this in mind. You are not the mistress of this castle.
I didn't. She provoked me. She put on this whole show.
Enough! I don't want to hear another one of your pathetic excuses.
Damien, you have 2 chances left.
May every vampire abide by our laws, guard our lands, and preserve the 1,000-year legacy of House Colbin.
We hear and obey, my lord. We shall guard our borders, protect our kin, and keep our eternal glory alive.
The ritual is concluded.
Vera, tomorrow is Lucas's 4th birthday. By castle tradition, a fledgling's birthday warrants a small blessing feast. Do you plan on hosting one for him? My fellow kin, tomorrow marks my son Lucas's 4th birthday. I will be hosting a special blessing ritual to officially welcome his lineage.
Vera is throwing Lucas a blessing ceremony? Did she even get the Lord's permission?
Word is, the Lord only allows Lucas to call him Lord Damien.
Well, Vera stood by his side for years, keeping this entire castle running like clockwork. Surely he'd agree to this.
Mommy, will Lord Damien come to my birthday ceremony tomorrow?
My lord, tomorrow is Lucas's birthday blessing. Would you honor us with your presence?
Fine. I will be there.
Mommy, Lord Damien said yes! Yes!
He actually said yes. Damien has never attended a single one of Lucas's blessings. Does he finally care of his own son?
Mother, look. I drew this just for Father. He's gonna love it, right?
He will.
Mother, is Father really coming today? He didn't show up at all last year.
This time is different, sweetie. Your father gave us his word. He'll be here.
Will he do the blood blessing with me? They said the ritual only works if both Mother and Father drop their blood into the runes.
Yes, my love. He will be right there with you. It's been hours. Where on earth is the Lord?
He's not coming. He skipped the last few years. Why would today be any different?
Look at poor Lucas still waiting for his father. It's just heartbreaking.
Mother, when is Father coming?
Sweetheart, don't worry. Your father will be here. He made a promise. Let's just wait a little longer, okay?
Mother, Father is really not coming, is he? I'm so sleepy. I can't stay awake anymore.
Go to sleep, my baby. Mommy is right here.
Damien, you promised Lucas. Why aren't you here?
Damien, can you hear me? A transmission stone. Who could be calling the Lord this late?
Damien, can you hear me?
Vera, looking for the Lord. Are we?
Put Damien on. Now.
My Lord just tucked me in, and he fell fast asleep. If there's a message, I'd be happy to pass it along.
Elena! You damn well know today is Lucas's blessing ceremony! So what if it is? Face it, Vera. Nobody in this castle cares about you or that little bastard. You're both background noise, and trash eventually gets thrown out.
Mother, is Father here yet?
Don't worry about it, sweetie. Just close your eyes. Mommy's got you.
The first time, Damien, you hurt me for Elena. The second time, you abandoned Lucas's blessing. You have exactly one strike left.
Last night was Lucas's 4th birthday blessing.
It slipped my mind. I was busy.
Slipped your mind? You're lying. Elena told me you spent the entire night with her.
Elena is new to the castle and she was frightened. I had to stay and look after her.
But you promised Lucas!
It's just a child's blessing ceremony. So we missed it this year. We can make it up next year. There's no need to obsess over it.
Damien, Lucas is your son. He carries your blood, the blood of your own lineage.
Vera, are you questioning me?
You neglected your own son for that woman.
Watch your tongue when speaking of Elena, Vera. I told you, she needs me.
Lucas needs you too. He's only 4 years old.
Vera, whoever said Lucas was my child?
What is that supposed to mean?
Lucas is nothing but the product of your scheme. You seduced me for my bloodline to climb the ranks. Your real goal has always been immortality through our pact.
So that's what it was. All these years of devotion, patience, and love. To you, it was nothing but a calculated plot. What's happening?
Hendrix, my lady disaster. The blood moon has risen. The castle's barrier is collapsing. My lord, the demon hunters have breached the eastern barrier. They have infiltrated the castle. Damn it!
Elena is alone in the east wing. The barrier there is weakest and she is completely defenseless.
Ah! Father, wait! There are hunters out there. It is dangerous. Please be careful.
Go find your mother.
Stay away from my father!
Get out of the way.
Lucas!
Tell us where Damien went, or you die first.
I will not let you hurt my father!
Brat is asking for death! Form the array! Protect Lady Vera and the young master at all costs!
Mother, there is so much blood.
Do not be scared, Lucas. Mother is here. No one will lay a hand on you.
Mommy, did Father run off to protect that human woman again? He does not care about us, does he?
It is okay, sweetheart. Do not be afraid. Mommy will protect you. I will never, ever leave you. Damien, Lucas only cared about your safety, yet you only cared about that human woman. You abandoned your own blood for her.
Miss Vera, the guards successfully pushed back the hunters. The coast is clear.
You're hurt?
Damien, do you have any idea what just happened? The hunters breached our defenses. A lethal silver arrow was aimed straight for Lucas's heart.
The hunters struck the eastern sector. Elena was isolated in the east wing and completely defenseless. She needed my protection more. Besides, with you and a whole squad of vampire guards here, Lucas was never in any real danger. He's fine, isn't he? That's what matters.
Yes, Lucas, while he was staring death in the face, his own father was playing savior to another woman, completely oblivious to whether his son lived or died.
Vera, enough! Lucas has you. He was never going to get hurt. But Elena is all on her own. She has no one but me.
Damien, I gave you 3 chances. First, you trampled on my love. Then, you broke your son's heart. And tonight you left our child to die just to protect another woman. You're out of chances. We're done.
Mommy, where are we going?
We're leaving this place, sweetie. Somewhere we won't get hurt, and where no one will ever let us down again.
Damien, have a nice life.
3 Strix, you're officially out of chances. I hope I never see you again.
My lord, this is the casualty list for the castle guard from the Blood Moon attack. Please take a look. What about the hunters? They took heavy losses, my lord. I doubt they'll bother us again anytime soon. Double the security. Tighten the perimeter. Yes, my lord. Also, there's something else I think you should know. During the Blood Moon, Lucas was only worried about your safety.
Stay away from my father!
Where is Lucas? I need to see him.
My lord, those hunters were terrifying that night. I'm still so scared.
My lord, Lady Vera has left, and she took Lucas with her.
Left? Where did they go?
They headed towards the forest pass.
Vera! Lucas! Where are you?
Vera, Lucas, I found you.
Vera, Lucas, I found you.
My lord! What brings you here? Is something wrong?
Vera, Lucas, where the hell did they go?
Lady Vera, please come back. The castle is in complete chaos.
Whatever happens at the castle is none of my business.
My lady, ever since you left, the blood barrier has been collapsing.
The barrier is collapsing? What does that have to do with me?
The hunter's raid severely damaged the foundation. The barrier is failing. In the entire realm, only your pure bloodline can restore it. Please, my lady, save our people.
I understand. I'll be right back. Lucas, sweetheart, the castle is in danger. and Mommy needs to go fix it. Once Mommy's done, we'll leave for good, okay?
Okay, Mommy. Let's go back and save them.
Let's go.
Mommy, isn't Father coming to welcome us back? I really want to see him.
Vera! I thought you ran away with that little bastard. How do you still have the nerve to show your face here? That's none of your business. Get out of my way. Vera, if you know what's good for you, pack up your little bastard and get the hell out of here! There is no place for you in this castle anymore!
You're a mean lady! I am not a bastard! I have a mommy and I have a father!
If I say you're a bastard, you're a bastard. You're just an unwanted, pathetic little brat. Elena! You are begging to die!
Vera, let me go!
Vera! The hell do you think you're doing?
My lord, I don't know what I did wrong. Vera just got back and she tried to kill me!
Father! This bad woman is lying! She called me a bastard, and Mommy was just protecting me!
My lord, I would never say something so cruel. Vera, how on earth are you raising him? Lucas is only 4 and he's already such a liar.
Elena, quite the performance.
Vera, what else do you have to say for yourself? Look how you've raised our son!
Damien! You seriously believe every word that comes out of her mouth? Do you even have a brain of your own?
I'm not lying! She is a bad woman! Father, why do you never believe Mommy and me?
Lucas is acting out because of your poor parenting. You went way too far today, Vera.
Don't be angry, my lord. I'm sure she just lost her temper. I don't blame her.
In your eyes, your own wife and child will always play second bait to a lying outsider.
My lord, the cracks in the barrier are expanding rapidly. The dark energy leak is getting worse by the second. Lady Vera, thank heavens you're back. Our people are waiting. We beg you to restore the barrier.
Vera, do you think securing the barrier will save you? I'll be damned before I let you and your little bastard steal what's mine!
All hail, my lord! Greetings, Lady Vera. Greetings, Lady Vera.
The barrier is on the verge of collapsing, and our entire clan is in grave danger.
We beg of you, Lady Vera, restore the barrier and save our people!
Keep an eye on Lucas.
Restore. Mom.
It's done. The barrier is fixed.
Our eternal thanks to you, Lady Vera, for saving our lives.
The barrier is stable. Now that you're back, you stay in the castle and do your duty.
I only came back to save our people.
I never said I'd stay here to be at your beck and call.
Spare me the high and mighty act. Saving lives is just a pathetic excuse to cling to me.
Get lost, Vera. I will make damn sure you never find a footing in this castle.
The barrier is fixed, Vera. Why are you still hanging around here?
You're so desperate to kick me out. Afraid I'll steal Damien back?
Shut up! I'm not afraid! Damien has only ever loved me. You're nothing to him!
Whatever. Whether you move on or not. The only happy ending here is if you vanish completely. Let me lay it out for you, Lady Vera. He only brought you back to use your pure blood to fix that barrier.
Are you quite done? Now, leave.
Oh, don't be in such a rush. I have something way more interesting to share.
Last night, the Lord told me himself that he will never acknowledge Lucas as his son. He said you drugged him and crawl into his bed.
Elena, you've played the victim pal 1,000,000 times. Aren't you sick of it yet?
Who cares how many times? As long as it works, I'll keep doing it.
My lord, I only came to thank her, but Sister Vera just lashed out at me for no reason.
Vera, why are you always targeting Elena? Why must you keep hurting her?
My lord, I don't know what I did wrong. I've always respected her, but she just keeps attacking me.
Vera, why are you always targeting Elena?
I never touched her. She put on this entire show herself, but of course you never believed me, Damien.
Elena is on the floor sobbing, and you are standing there untouched.
Vera! How do you expect me to believe you?
7 years. I have been by your side for 7 years. And you still do not trust me for a second.
Damien, you do not deserve to be my sworn partner, and you damn sure do not deserve to be Lucas's father. By my pure blood, I swear a blood oath to curse Elena. May she burn under the harshest sunlight, her soul shattered to ashes, never to reincarnate for eternity!
Vera, you are insane! You dare place a blood oath curse on me?
How dare you! Invoking a blood oath right in front of me! You've gone too far!
Heart is already shattered. I have nothing left to fear.
The Grand Imperial Jade. Once activated, his command will echo across the entire realm.
Elena is on the floor, sobbing.
Summon the entire clan to the Sangren Hall immediately. Vera is to be locked away in the deepest dark of the Demon Tower, never to step foot outside again.
As of today, Vera O'Connell is to be locked away forever, in the deepest dark of the Demon Tower, never to—
Save your breath. I'm leaving this realm. Come, Lucas. Let's go.
You're going nowhere. Lucas is my only heir, the royal successor to this castle.
He is not leaving with you.
This one's going out to all the lovers.
In all these years, when have you ever treated him like a son?
Hold each other tight.
He has no use for a father like you anymore. Damien, whatever love I had for you is completely gone. This is goodbye.
Honestly, I still don't get how Lady O'Connor could be so heartless. To just pack up, take Lucas, and leave without a single thought about how you'd feel.
Don't mention her name to me again. If she's so hell-bent on leaving, let her go.
My lord, I have a little nephew, Tommy. He lost his parents early on. Do you think he could come stay at the castle with me?
It's a small thing. If you want him here, make the arrangements. I'll have Hendrix prep a side room next door for him.
You're so good to me, my lord.
Vera, hand me the... Why am I thinking of her? This is ridiculous.
Don't overwork yourself. I've already sorted all the scrolls for you. I warmed up some blood wine for you. It's on the milder side, just enough to take the edge off. Have a sip when you can.
Vera used to filter out all this junk for me first, leaving only the essentials. Everything was crystal clear. No wasted words.
My lord, the blood ration list from the Northern Territory has been verified. The runes for next month's sacrificial altar are also in place. Please review and sign off. Just leave it there.
Also, the werewolves from the southwest border are lingering near the perimeter again. The guard captain is asking if we should reinforce the Ronic wards.
Go ask Vera about these trivial matters.
Go ask Vera about these trivial matters.
My lord, Miss Vera left the castle with Lucas 3 days ago.
3 days. And you actually haven't come back.
Send the order. Activate all 3 layers of the boundary wards. If anyone dares cross the line, kill them on sight.
Yes, my lord.
Wait.
Do you have another command, my lord?
For tonight's blood wine, keep it warmed to the exact temperature as before.
You mean the temperature Lady O'Connell preferred?
Hendrix, Vera never questioned my orders.
My apologies. I will arrange it immediately. Vera's shadow is in every single thing I touch.
Who authorized this blend? It's too metallic. How am I supposed to drink this?
My lord, I brewed it strictly according to the castle's standard recipe. Every vampire in the Culve drinks this exact blend.
It's too heavy, too metallic.
My lord, this is indeed the standard ratio for the castle. All blood drinks are prepared precisely to this spec.
When Vera was here, she would always add a dash of blood orange blossom honey to neutralize the metallic taste. I never had to ask. She just anticipated everything.
Forget it. Take it away.
You absolute idiots! Why is the emergency report on the damaged southwest boundary ward buried at the bottom? How dare you misplace something this crucial? Our apologies, my lord. We couldn't tell which affairs were urgent. We beg for your mercy.
Get the hell out of here, you useless fools. My lord, they are unfamiliar with the territory's administrative workflow. It's only natural they're clumsy.
Vera never made mistakes.
Indeed. Miss Vera was always meticulous. She would sort through all the documents the night before.
When Vera was here, all I had to do was sit here and make the decisions.
Miss Vera was incredibly thorough. She knew all your habits inside out and mastered every rule of the territory. She is truly irreplaceable.
I suppose not just anyone can do everything as flawlessly as Vera did.
My lord, that is human nature. We never cherish what we have until it's gone.
I'm just not used to it.
Vera must come back.
Elena can never tell the blood types apart. Look at this. She piled the type A and type B bottles together like total junk.
Last time she checked the schedule, she was so careless. She completely messed up the High Council meeting time.
And she actually tried to iron Damien's favorite black ceremonial robe. She was so clumsy, she burned a hole right through the cloak.
When Miss O'Connell ran things, everything was flawless. Elena can't even handle the basics. It's a real headache.
Elena, look at this mess. Mislabeled blood, a ruined schedule, and now you've even ruined my clothes.
That's not what happened, Damien. Just let me explain.
Vera handled these chores for years, and she never made a single mistake.
I'm sorry, my lord. I didn't mean to. I've been trying so hard to learn. Please don't be mad at me.
Forget it. This isn't your strength anyway. You and Vera are just different.
Vera, organize tomorrow's blood ration report and bring it to me, and pull out the tribute list from the Northern Territory for my review.
This council is going to be massive. I have to nail the seating arrangement to show everyone what I'm capable of.
We are so dead. Elena has no idea about the rivalries between the lords. Lord Raiso of the North and Lord Shi of the South are mortal enemies. They tear each other's throats out every time they meet. And she put them right next to each other. This council is going to be a total bloodbath.
Elena doesn't even know the most basic history of our lands. All she cares about is showing off.
When the lords arrive and a fight breaks out, Colburn Castle is going to be the laughingstock of the whole realm.
Talk about bad luck. I can't even attend a council without sitting next to you. Who did the seating chart? Are they blind?
Seriously, who arranged this? He and I don't even speak. Is someone trying to make a joke out of us?
Cut the attitude! You stole my border blood territory 3 years ago, and we still haven't settled that debt. Might as well clear the air today.
You couldn't hold on to it, so why blame me? Don't pull your elder card on me, Litho. The blood territory was unclaimed land. Survival of the fittest.
Since talking nicely doesn't work, let's settle this with our fists!
Bring it on! I've been sick of you anyway!
Enough!
I won't have the two of you running wild in my domain.
Every fashion and treasures has holy price to you.
I'm sorry. It was my oversight.
Why does Lord Damien of Colburn keep such an idiot around?
She can't even tell lifelong rivals apart. Because of her, our entire race is a laughingstock today.
This Elena is an absolute fool. She's completely humiliated Colwyn Hope and Lord Damien.
Do you have any idea how much face I lost in front of all the lords today because of your meddling?
I didn't mean to. I was just trying to help you with the workload and do a good job.
Help me? When Vera was here, every single detail was handled flawlessly. I never had to worry about a thing.
Watch where you are going! You dare touch my clothes! You couldn't afford them with your worthless life! Get lost before you ruin my day!
So sorry. It was my mistake. I will leave right away. Young master, please don't. That is the Lord's private reserve blood wine. No one is allowed to touch it. Please, put it down.
What are you scared of? I can drink whatever I want in this castle. Even if the Lord finds out, he won't do anything to me. Mind your own business. Ah!
Guards, take this lawless brat away and throw him in the dungeon until he learns some discipline.
It's just a stupid ornament! What's the big deal? I didn't do it on purpose. You have no right to throw me in the dungeon!
You trespass in forbidden areas. And you still think you did nothing wrong?
My lord, please, have mercy on Tommy. He's just a child. Don't throw him into that freezing dungeon.
Lucas always knew his place and behaved perfectly. He would never do something this out of line in children's.
Lucas.
Vera, stop hiding. Bring our son back to Colwyn Heap immediately.
Damien, I'm not coming back. Neither Lucas nor I will ever return to you.
Vera, are you really going to defy me? You know very well that you cannot afford the consequences of disobeying my orders.
Damien, don't flatter yourself. As for the consequences, I couldn't care less.
Vera, you've grown bold, defying me openly and hiding from me over and over. Do you really think I have no way of finding you?
If you don't return within 3 days, I will immediately execute the ultimate bloodline purge.
Mommy, you're shaking. What's wrong? Did something bad happen?
Every single pureblood Celtic will be put to death.
The lives of my entire clan.
My lord, you've already issued the blood decree to hunt down Teliothrees in 3 days. They are in absolute chaos. Perhaps we should give them some breathing room?
Lucas carries my blood.
He belongs in this castle. What right does Vera have to run off with him?
But the young master has always been terrified of you. And during the last vampire hunter raid...
That was a minor setback. Once they're back, I'll make it up to him. Connect me to Vera immediately. I want to talk to her face to face.
Damien, what exactly do you want?
Lucas is my son. The castle is where he belongs. If a Colwyn descendant stays away from the domain for too long, black veins will form, and they will slowly die.
Mommy, I don't want to go back. Father never pays attention to me anyway.
Oh, so now you remember his bloodline can be corrupted by the werewolf territory? Who was the one who ignored him and rushed off to protect Elena when the vampire hunters broke in?
That was an emergency. Elena was all alone with no way to protect herself. I couldn't just leave her to die.
And now you suddenly acknowledge Lucas as your son?
Didn't you always force him to call you Lord Damien?
Once you return, I will declare him my sole heir and allow him to call me father.
Enough. I will never believe another word you say.
Vera, if you stubbornly refuse to return, I will execute the bloodline purge. Every pure-blood Celtic will suffer a slow death as their blood runs dry.
You're threatening me with the lives of my innocent people?
I gave you a choice, but you refused to cooperate. Think it over. Once the 3 days are up, I will do exactly what I said.
On one hand, the lives of my entire clan. On the other, Lucas's future. Should I give in or not? What is it?
I admit I sidelined Lucas in the past. If you just bring him back, I promise I'll make time for him from now on.
Save your breath. You made that exact same promise at the blessing ceremony, and look what happened. You ditched Lucas the second Elena snapped her fingers.
Elena was having a breakdown that day. How was I supposed to know it would take that long?
What about the time the hunters breached the castle? Lucas nearly died trying to shield you, and you didn't even look his way.
Elena had no one else. I couldn't just leave her unprotected.
So Lucas and I were just meant to be collateral damage?
Elena is just fragile. If you ask me, you're just green with envy, and that's why you refuse to come back.
Why would I be ever be jealous of a cheap knockoff who only got where she is because she has a familiar face?
Vera, my patience is wearing thin. If you know what's good for you, you'll bring him back. Do that, and I'll let you both live in peace without further punishment.
Lucas' dark veins are getting worse, and now he's threatening the lives of the entire Celtic clan again.
Mommy, if we go back, will Father still yell at me? Will he still forbid me from calling him Father?
Elena spends all day crying in this chamber, starving herself. She's just hoping you'll return so we can all live in peace.
Damien, you can't go 3 sentences without mentioning Elena.
Alex was my only sister. She's been gone for 400 years and I still can't let her go. Elena shares her face, so of course I look out for her.
Then what are Lucas and I to you? 7 years ago, you got drunk, mistook me for Alex, and forced me into a soul bond.
I haven't ignored you. Once you return, I will make it up to you both.
Lucas is 4 years old. He craves his father's love, but you pushed him away and neglected him every single time. Do you think a simple apology can erase that trauma?
I am the Lord. The lives of everyone in this domain are in my hand.
Lucas is 4 years old. He craves his father's love, but you pushed him away and neglected him every single time. Do you think a simple apology can erase that trauma?
I am the Lord. The lives of everyone in this domain are in my hands. Lucas is my heir, and he belongs in this castle. You have no right to keep him from me.
To you, we are nothing but burdens. Even if I cave and go back, you will throw us under the bus the second Elena plays the victim.
Mommy, I don't want to go back. I don't want to see that human who looks like Lady Alex. Father only cares about her anyway.
Vera, you're the one feeding him these poison thoughts every day, driving a wedge between us.
Your cruelty is what did that. Lucas saw it all, and he remembers.
You have 3 days, Vera. That doesn't change. Either bring Lucas back or watch the entire Celtic clan pay for your arrogance with their blood. Choice is yours. Miss O'Connor, the Lord's blood decree has spread across the entire realm. Every territory has received word of the purge. If we wait 3 more days, our entire clan will be wiped out.
I know you're all terrified. Trust me, I have no intention of watching our people die.
Then please, take the young master back to Corrivan Castle. Once you return, the Lord will call off the purge, and we can all live.
Mummy, I don't want to go back. Father doesn't love me at all. Going back only hurts.
Now that you see your own people begging you, are you happy? Quit being stubborn, Vera. Bring Lucas back, and I will call off the purge immediately.
I refuse to throw Lucas back into a place that does nothing but hurt him.
Not happening. Lucas is my son, and the heir of Corrivan Castle. He must return with you. I'm not leaving either of you behind.
When the hunters breached the castle and aimed a silver arrow right at his heart, why didn't you care about him then? It's too late for regrets.
That was an accident. I had to protect Elena first. She has absolutely no way to defend herself.
It's always Elena! In your eyes, her safety will always come before Lucas and the entire Celtic clan!
You are in no position to negotiate with me, Vera. Either you both return, or the Celtic clan faces a complete blood purge. There is no third option.
I'm asking you one last time. If we return, will you truly distance yourself from Elena, treat Lucas right, and stop falsely accusing me?
Elena is a fragile soul. I can't completely abandon her. And you need to learn to be more accommodating.
Accommodating? She threw herself into me and faked being beaten. And you yelled at me without even checking the facts. Now you expect me to play nice?
Elena is delicate. She didn't mean to do those things. You're just making a mountain out of a molehill.
I'm making a mountain? All the years Lucas and I devoted to you meant absolutely nothing to you?
Don't push your luck, Vera. If you keep pushing me, I will trigger the purge right now. No more grace periods.
Using my people to blackmail me isn't a compromise. You're just forcing me to submit to your will. My lord! Terrible news! Miss Elena locked herself in Lady Alex's chamber in the East Wing and slit her wrists. There's blood everywhere. Please come quickly!
Mommy, did Father go back to that woman again?
Yes, sweetheart. To him, her life is worth more than everything else combined, and to think I actually considered giving in, how pathetic.
Elena, why would you do something so foolish? Who gave you permission to hurt yourself? Does it hurt? Let me use my power to heal it right away.
My lord, it's all my fault. If it weren't for me, Lady Vera wouldn't have left. It's all on me. I shouldn't even be alive.
This is not your fault. Stop blaming yourself.
I only bring trouble to everyone. Maybe if I just disappear, things can finally go back to normal.
Don't talk like that. You had nothing to do with this. This is all Vera's doing. She forced my hand.
But every time I see the young master, my heart aches. He craves your love, yet because of me, he can't even get close to me.
I'll get them back here as soon as possible. Just promise me you won't do anything stupid like this again.
Don't ever do something so foolish again. A superficial cut is one thing, but if you truly damaged your core bloodline, what would I do?
Just thinking that you and Lady Vera are at war because of me, I feel like I'm the source of all your misery.
How could this be your fault? Vera has been in the wrong from day one.
But Lady Vera must despise me. When she comes back with the little master, she'll probably misunderstand me and take it out on me again.
No one will lay a finger on you. What happened in the corridor and the apothecary, that was all Vera's temper. You had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Sigh.
Elena is the one setting the traps every single time, yet my lord is completely blind to it.
My lord, you've been working all morning. Please, have some warm blood, honey. Don't exhaust yourself over our troubles.
I'm putting all realm affairs on hold for the next few days. I'll stay right here in the East Wing. The search for Vera can wait.
Lucas is only 4. Living in werewolf territory with Lady Vera is too much for his young bloodline to take. The era there is poison. He must be suffering so much.
I'm well aware the werewolf territory is corroding his bloodline. That's exactly why I insisted Vera bring him back to the castle.
But Lady Vera resents me and blames you. She's probably poisoning Lucas's mind against you every single day.
No wonder the boy always shrinks behind her whenever I try to speak to him. He wouldn't even call him father. It was her brainwashing him all along.
If Lady Vera would just let go of her grudge and come back so you two could bond, I'd happily move out to the most remote wing of the castle.
You don't have to downgrade. This east wing belonged to Alex, and it's rightfully yours.
Vera, even if you do crawl back, you won't touch my throne.
Once Elena is fully recovered, I will link the transmission stone. It's time Vera and I had a talk. I won't tolerate her throwing tantrums anymore.
Vera, look at what you've done. Because you ran off with Lucas. Elena was driven to despair. She slit her wrists yesterday.
Elena was driven to despair. She slit her wrists yesterday.
That is just another one of Elena's pathetic pity plays. What does that have to do with me or Lucas?
It's your petty jealousy. You refuse to accept her and won't come back to the castle where you belong. You're the one who backed her into a corner.
Innocent? She set me up at every turn. In your eyes, my son and I are always the villains, and Elena is always the saint.
She only did that to protect herself because she's terrified of you. If you would just cooperate, come home, and stop targeting her, none of this would be happening.
Mommy, please don't make us go back. Father only cares about that woman. He doesn't love me.
You only care about Elena's precious feelings. But you're blind to the neglect your own son suffers every day.
If you still refuse to bring Lucas back, I will activate the Celtic bloodline purge. I won't hesitate.
I don't want to go back. I waited all night for Father at the blessing ceremony, and he never showed up.
Mommy knows you're scared, sweetheart. I would never force you to do anything you don't want to do.
If we go back, is he going to yell at us because of that woman?
Shh. Just close your eyes and sleep for now.
Have you finally come to your senses? Are you bringing Lucas back to the castle tomorrow?
Lucas is going to grow up with the scars of being neglected by his own father. That's a trauma you can never undo.
I am his father. How could I not care about him? You're the one feeding him lies, making him hate me.
When the hunters attacked, he shielded you, and you abandoned him. At his 4th blessing ceremony, he was dying to see you, and you spent the entire night with Elena!
You have 24 hours left. I'm asking you one last time. Will you bring Lucas back to Castle Corrivan, or do you want the entire Celtic flame wiped out?
Lucas is never setting foot in that castle again. Either accept that or initiate your purge. There is no middle ground.
Vera, do not push my limit!
You're obsessed with keeping Lucas by your side, yet you've never treated him right. This royal birthright you speak of is nothing but a prison to him.
If you return, I will clear my schedule to spend time with him. I will officially name him my heir and allow him to call me father. Is that not enough for you?
Your promises are completely worthless, Damien.
This whole mess is because you're jealous of Elena and refuse to accept her.
My century of love for you is dead and gone. I am done being dragged into the toxic triangle of you, Alec, and Elena!
Mommy, please don't go back. Can't we just live here in peace?
You are the one driving a wedge between my son and me. Once you're back, I will discipline you, and I will teach Lucas exactly who his father is.
Your idea of discipline is turning a blind eye to Lucas' pain and taking an outsider's side. I will never let you hurt him again.
You're out of chances, Vera. The moment the clock runs out, the bloodline purge begins. Every single pure blood celt will be executed.
My lord, I've served you for centuries, and there are some things I've kept bottled up for too long. Today I must speak my mind.
Spit it out. Don't beat around the bridge.
Back when Miss O'Connell was here, you never had to sweat the small stuff. She knew the exact temperature and ratio of your blood wine without you ever having to say a word. Vera was bound to you by a mistake, an irreversible life bond forged when you were drunk. For 100 years. She kept her head down and never coveted the Queen's throne. All she ever wanted was for Lucas to get a shred of your affection. But your head has been so wrapped up in Alex, who died 400 years ago. Just a similar face was enough for you to buy into every lie, leaving Vera and her son out in the cold time and again.
Vera is just too damn stubborn, taking the boy to werewolf territory and openly defying my orders?
My lord, you're just blinded by a 400-year obsession. You fell for Vera a long time ago. You're just too proud to admit it. Holding the whole clan's lives over her head under the guise of law, deep down you're just terrified of losing Vera and Lucas for good.
I did neglect them. But Vera constantly pushes my buttons and refuses to play by my rules. As the Lord of Colvin, I can't just back down.
Now that you know where your heart lies, why not just lay your cards on the table? Stop using brute force to squeeze her. Maybe then she'll bring the boy back.
I'll admit I can't let her go, but she needs to stop fighting me. Put the call through. I want a real word with her. I won't deny it anymore. I care about you, and I miss Lucas. If you come back to Colvin right now, I promise to stop playing favorites with Elena.
But the purge clock is ticking. The lives of thousands of Celtics are in your hands. If you don't get back here, the blood purge starts immediately.
You say you care, but the catch is always that I have to bow to your every whim.
Mummy, my arms hurt so bad. I'm freezing.
Only the castle gardens grow and genuine blood moon grass. The Celtics' lives. The ball is in your court.
Fine. I'll bring Lucas back. But let's get one thing straight. I'm only coming back to save my boy and protect my people. I expect absolutely nothing from you anymore.
As of today, Vera is reinstated as my personal attendant. All castle records, barrier patrols, and blood ration distributions will go back under her charge. Lucas is the rightful young lord of Colbert. No one is to disrespect him.
I paid a fortune for this hunter's bone charm. Even as a human, I can channel enough dark energy to trigger it. I want that bitch Vera dead. Once done, all the century-old pure blood stored in the castle is yours.
Deal. Pleasure doing business with you.
The patrol found this outside the East Wing wall this morning. It's a hunter's bone charm, and it practically reeks of Elena.
My lord, she's framing me! I've never even seen a hunter! I stay in my chambers all day, minding my own business. She's just bitter and fabricated this fake evidence to set me up!
Elena is too innocent and fragile to ever collude with our sworn enemies. You're obviously holding a grudge and cooking up evidence to get rid of her. I'm not buying this story.
Since you don't believe a word I say, get in my car and see for yourself there's actually something wrong with it.
My lord, the blood signature on the bone charm doesn't lie. You cannot let your guard down.
My lord, Miss Vera specifically warned us that hunters are lying in wait on the main forest road. You absolutely cannot take this carriage. Use the secret passage.
Vera is just crying wolf to frame Elena. I'm taking this carriage out of the city, and I'm going to find Vera and set her straight so she stops with these baseless accusations.
Since you don't believe a word I say, get in my car and see for yourself if there's actually something wrong with it.
Elena is too timid to ever collude with the enemy. Even if there's trouble, my power is more than enough to handle it. Stay at the castle and keep an eye on Elena. You don't need to tag along.
Lock it down, now!
Purify the filth.
Fire!
Answer me.
I didn't do it! Vera is framing me! She was just jealous of the Lord's love for me, so she forged all this to set me up. I had nothing to do with this.
Framing you? This bone charm carries your unique human smelt, and your signature is all over this contract. Your own signature is on the contract, so much evidence lies before you, yet you still dare to deny it?
I was just jealous! I never meant to get him killed! I only wanted Vera gone! I had no idea the hunters would go after the Lord!
You repeatedly framed me, tried to come between me and Damien, and even teamed up with our enemy, the Demon Hunter, eventually causing Damien's death.
Miss O'Connor, you share the soul contract with Damien. Now that the Lord has fallen, we beg you to become the new Lord of Colbert and protect our people.
From this day forward, anyone in Colvin who colludes with enemies, sows discord, or holds our people's lives hostage will face immediate execution. For colliding with the enemy, causing the Lord's death, and bringing chaos to our realm, Elena is sentenced to death. Take her to the deep dungeons and carry out the sentence.
I am ready to devote my life to serving you, Lord Vera, and managing the castle in your name.